Hello, Bram.
Hey, Emerson.
How you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good.
Nice to finally meet you.
Yeah. So let's get cut to the chase. Tell me your seeking story, Bram, and what got you here.
All right. I think 5 years ago,
Hmm.
um, I went on the path of um not per se seeking, but see if I can improve myself, and um, so I began my journey, and at some point, a friend of mine said, "This sounds like the Stoic philosophers a lot," and he recommended Marcus Aurelius Meditations, and I began reading that, and it was like, wow, this is wisdom, and it sucked me in. And at some point, Eckhart Tolle came with the power of now on my path, and it was even more sucking me in, like
Yeah.
what this is crazy, like
Mhm.
what's happening. And I was sharing a lot, and getting enthusiastic, but I felt, hey, this is something intimate, I think, not something I want to impose on people, right?
Mhm.
So from that point, non-duality came more in the picture, and something felt really enticing to me, but at the same time really distant. It
Mhm.
was, and of course, the seeking uh, became even more intense.
Of course, yeah.
Um, I came to Angelo Di Lullo, read his book. First part of the book was like he was talking about trauma,
Yeah.
and I stopped there. Like, okay, maybe there is trauma.
Yeah.
Uh, is it trauma? I don't know. So I began to research. Okay, what do I have trauma? What is trauma? How does it work? And at some point, I found Johnny from um, Emptiness Embodied.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Johnny, yeah.
And he talks about non-duality and trauma and the wounds and so on. So it was like, wow, this is a big piece that I was missing in the puzzle. And I saw all his videos, and it really hit the spot, so
Yeah.
to speak. And then I dwelled a bit, and I came to Jim Newman, and a Dutch guy as well, who really is into um, unconventional, the direct path, and so on.
Yeah.
So I went to a satsang from the Dutch guy,
Mhm.
and a big shift happened right there and then, and it
Mhm.
was you could call it a glimpse, or what,
Yeah.
and it was fireworks, it was everything.
Yeah.
That's 2.5 years ago from now.
Okay.
That's when I felt like, okay, it's not something some people can acquire. It's not something you can acquire. There is something there, and I trust it. I want to trust it. I want to learn how to trust
Mhm.
it. And the seeking became an obsession, big time. Rupert Spira went to a retreat, and on that retreat, that was 6 months ago from now, I asked the question where I sat on for 2 years, Rupert Spira, and it was not satisfying at all, the answer.
Yeah.
And Johnny was keep keep coming up in that retreat. his
Okay.
name, his videos. So I scheduled the one-on-one. That was like 2 months ago, I
Yeah.
think.
Oh wow. I just talked to Johnny
And
actually. Yeah.
sorry?
I just talked to him.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
cool thing was Johnny told me because we had a one-on-one session,
Yeah.
he went to talk to you.
Oh,
So it was like he said to me, I realized through our one-on-one session
yeah.
that I want to do more one-on-one sessions.
Oh, you are the
And
catalyst. Awesome.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
So he booked the
So
one-on-one with me after he did a one-on-one with you.
yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
yes. So it it became clear also with Johnny, like I could feel after the retreat, but also with Johnny, I could feel there must be a completely different and simpler way than we all try to complicate it and sell it and whatsoever. And I sat on that for oh, give or take 3, 4 months already. Like so, Johnny uploaded a video, and I sent him a message like, "Hey man, I was thinking about you, and when you want to post a video." And then I looked at my feed and I saw you posted a video, and you talked about someone um, that I didn't know, and you had a video, but you didn't put it in your bio, so I have to search myself. And I was like, I couldn't understand. He said it really quick. Yeah, I talked with Emerson, and we had a one. Emerson. Who was Emerson? So
A complete
then,
unknown.
sorry?
A complete unknown.
Yes, to me. Yes.
Yeah.
So I saw the video with Johnny. Um, that was like, wow, there's so much happening, and it, I don't know, it was like a magnet. I watched two, another two other videos of you from your channel, and it was like a confirmation. Like, yes, it is simple.
Yeah. And it's intimate.
It is simple. So that is, in a nutshell, my seeking story. And yeah, I'm really glad that I had a chance to talk with you about it.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much, Bram. Um, yeah, I was the same, like at the same trajectory as you, right? And went to retreats and all that kind of stuff. And then had this like the first one was wow. The big one anyway. I had a lot of glimpses and fireworks and everything, but that's not sustainable. It's just it's how do you call it? It's like falling off a cliff and then landing again.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes, with a lot of hazards and a lot of pitfalls, like grasping big time, like clinging on, I have to,
Yeah.
I want to, and I want to find, and
And then I was also one of those, non-duality speaker or, you know, um, enlightenment, consciousness, awareness as teacher that
yeah,
was talking about trauma nonstop.
yeah, I
And
see.
yeah, and I did a whole bunch of trauma work. I did forgiveness workshops, all that kind of stuff, right? So,
Yeah,
but I noticed that it was just a turning style. Everybody was just going coming back. It was just it just never ends because you'll and then I went into psychedelics, a whole bunch of different stuff, and then I went into
yeah,
radical, and then there was
yeah,
just another belief system, and and um, and then I went into a severe depression. You've heard my story now, probably.
yes,
And all
yes,
of a sudden, right, in the most unexpected, in the middle of um, a panic attack, there was just a directness. And in that directness, I could not see a past or a future. I could not see the source of all of this. It was almost like the most humbling experience. Um, and it's almost like getting out of the hell of out of thinking. And so all I see is people walking towards hell. And all I'm saying is stop, stop. It's simpler. You know, you don't
Yeah,
you don't have to get a round trip ticket that never ends. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, 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 yeah. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. And and the most conflicting thing is I work as a mental health nurse
Oh, beautiful.
with traumatized
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
PDSS, and it's so conflicting and at the same time perfectly okay.
It is. It is. Yeah. Well, at one point, I was, because I was working with at-risk youth, also a lot of mental health issues. If you know at-risk youth, right, there's a lot of depression, anxiety, suicidal
Yeah,
tendencies, and a whole other things, that seems to occur, in that population,
yeah,
homelessness, addiction, you name it, basically, right?
yeah, yeah,
Um, and I thought that I could help them with the freedom that I thought I learned from masters.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I didn't want to be arrogant. And so I was respecting all the lineages
Yes.
and um and at the
Protocols, concepts.
concepts, and I almost had to portray a role that was based on the image of people that came before me.
Yeah,
So what this is really, again, this is just a narrative, right? It's it's a breakthrough
yeah.
from all of that. Like, for example, if I ask you, what are you with that language at this second?
I can't tell you.
Yeah. And show me a word that's not made up. And then language becomes like child's play, isn't it? It's something that, like we make up things and collectively we agree that that's a mountain. Collectively we agree that that's you. This is me. There's God. There's consciousness, awareness, and it just keeps on going. It's like a child play that just continues through our adulthood, but we really never wake up from language. And even the masters are still caught up in the language. Much respect to them, you know what I'm saying? And it just, but it's got to stop somehow.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's got to be an end to this incessant merry-go-round of seeking.
yes.
Yeah, and
Completely agree.
and then with trauma, you know what I'm saying? I respect trauma work and everything. I even work with the population that was severely traumatized. But leave it to the experts. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes. Yeah,
At one point, I was working with Gabor Mate, you know what I'm saying, which is
yeah, 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 yeah.
we work on the same street where I
Oh,
used
wow.
to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So we used to bump into each other, and then at one point we did a project together with
Wow.
spirituality and yoga and trauma and all that kind of stuff, right? And um, at that point, I was doing a lot of workshops about trauma and everything, and so I was very trauma informed. But at the
Yeah,
same time, I don't have that background like Gabor or somebody that
see.
is a trauma specialist, right? And
Yeah,
then I was
yeah,
talking, and then I think everybody just jumps into a bandwagon of what seems to be in at the moment, right?
yeah,
When
yeah,
it could be really simple. And again, not to knock it, it's beautiful work, you know what I'm saying? But there are some people. I was talking to this beautiful gentleman that has been seeking for such a long, long time.
yeah.
And he has gone through severe trauma in the past, and he's actually a therapist himself, right?
Mm.
So when he
Wow.
enters
Yeah.
non-duality and he hears that there is trauma needed, that he has to do this further, he unsubscribed and he booked a session with me,
Yes.
and then he goes, oh, okay, yeah. And it's just all based on belief systems. So someone believes that trauma work has to be, and someone also believes that there's no need to work on trauma. So what's between belief and non-belief?
I can tell you.
Yeah. And that's what I was seeing too, as even as a more of the radical in the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Towards the short stint, really short stint, there was a lot of clarity here, but I did not know how to express it. And again, there's a trend of young people talking more radical way and everything. And I thought that that was the only blueprint for the absolute clarity. But at
Yeah.
the same time, I started seeing people just marching back into the hell of belief systems, and then their language changes, and they're different, and it becomes this jargon, uh,
Yes.
and everybody's just parroting. And and then I
It's,
went
oh
into
man. Yeah.
poetry, more into a poetic way of talking about this. But at the same time,
Yes.
even the poetic way or abstract way of talking about it still creates this almost like this um, drug for the next.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah.
I completely agree, and I recognize by in myself as well. Like, for example, the difference between talking about it, or talking about is, or talking about I am or I. I've been in all, and it was constantly constructing a concept,
Yes.
constructing an identity, constructing a handle to grab. Ah, okay,
Yeah.
this I can hold now, and then realized I'm holding. So
Oh,
it,
totally, totally. Right. I was so addicted to the concepts. I also
yeah,
read Marielia's Meditations, beautiful book, right? Beautiful, like just so much beauty in it. And at the same
yes,
time, it's very conceptual and it's very dated at the
yes,
same time, right? It's a classic,
yes,
but
yes,
it's very dated.
yes,
And then
yes,
same with Eckhart, right? Eckhart is a beautiful man and everything. But at the same time, at one point, I was just holding into when I had the glimpse of the now, all of a
yeah,
sudden, I was observing the now, and I was observing others that were in the now. So I'm like, oh, that
yes.
person's not in the now. That person's not in the now. They have
Oh man,
pain body, pain body.
yes,
And then when I went
yes,
more into a Rupert, awareness of awareness, I'm like, oh, that person's not abiding in awareness. And when does it stop? Or that
exactly.
person has, or people can talk about levels and oh, that person is stuck in this level or whatever. But it's just all beliefs. And
Yes,
if you look at it, it's all promoting the imaginary next. So what are you without the next?
I can't tell you.
Yeah. And again,
I
if
really,
you,
I
yeah, it just goes, and that's what I like about these one-on-ones is because when I was a speaker, I would do these weekly meetings, in-person meetings and retreats and all that kind of stuff, right? But there was almost like a divide.
yes,
There's a division, there's a
100%.
hierarchy.
Yeah, yeah,
There's people that would ask the questions all the time, and now they have developed a new persona of the teacher's pet or the speaker's, favorite. Um, and they'll ask the same question over and over again. And I was looking at that and I was like, after 5 years, 2 years, 1 year, 10 years, 20 years, are they still asking the same question? So when I started, getting back into, non-duality,
Mhm.
I got canceled as a spiritual teacher. I don't know if because
No, no, I
yeah,
didn't know.
yeah, it was so becoming a spiritual teacher is such a trap. It becomes a codependent relationship with your students.
Yes,
You possess the power, and then absolute power absolutely corrupts.
yes. Like the guru syndrome.
Yes, yeah,
There is no guru. Everybody is a guru, so and
yeah,
nobody's a guru. And
yeah, yeah. And it's
yeah,
just a trap, right? So I rebelled
yeah,
against it. I did a lot of, like things that I was not proud of, like partying all night. So because all of a sudden when you are in that guru structure, then you are this holy. It's all about purification.
yeah.
And no matter how much I used to drink this yerba mate drink called enlightenment, and how much malabeats I've had, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's still a character that maybe one night wants to party, you know what I'm saying, and laugh and just be silly and goofy and make mistakes. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
but when you're in that position, it becomes so isolating because everybody now is, oh, dear master, basically, right? Even if you don't
yeah,
want to be seen as a master or a teacher or whatever, it's there's always this division.
yeah.
And then I'm also
So
holding historically all of the things that I've learned from all of these masters. And admittedly, you know what? None of what they said actually really applies to this.
no,
There's concepts of concepts.
it's so true.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
But but the me, the character, the self loves it when they are engaged or when they're believing that there's no me, or there's a dropping away, or there's a contracted energy, or there's awareness, or there's levels, that there are
yeah,
even fetters, let's just call it.
yeah.
Yeah. They're caught up in the narrative. So I was very much like Johnny, like a lot of the, and again, I'm not trying to make myself any better or whatever. It's just that I'm walking in the opposite direction.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
that's how it felt to me. Like I was sometimes was walking to the other direction. For example, a lot of people ask each other, why are you here, right? Why are you here at the retreat?
Yeah.
And of course, interesting conversations happen, and yes, and a lot of concepts, right? And I said the honest um, reason I'm here is because I stumbled again on a Rupert Spira meditation video. I watched it with my earplugs in, and I closed my eyes, and the only thing that brought me in was his breath.
Yeah.
That's it. Not the words he said, not his philosophy, his forte, nothing. And that's why I'm here.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what I learned there was exactly how you described it. I mean, exactly like the third day, I thought, why am I here? I asked the question myself, why am I here? And 3 hours later, it was really clear, like to be who I am. And I went to the rest of the retreat. I went to the forest. I went to the village, not going to doing the retreat concept.
Yeah.
And it felt so right. And a lot of people um, before me did that already and inspired me to do to you don't have to fully follow the program. And after that, it was like a domino effect. A lot of people, oh, let's try some different stuff. And again, yeah, uh, speaking with Johnny about this concept,
Yeah.
and deconceptualizing it even
Yeah,
more. It was like,
yeah,
thank you. And when I saw your videos again, it was like, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
this
It's
feels right. This feels not like a hierarchy, not like a philosophy, not like words, not like, and I knew it. Like that's what came up again and again and again. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
yeah,
Does it make
yeah,
sense?
yeah. That's that's what it is, right? Because I guess again, this is just a story, but intuitively, um, even the first big break for me, it was a break from language. It was a break from knowing. It was a break from wisdom. I was like a child again. It happened to me because I was in the in the poorest postal code of Canada, which is a street where there's a lot of addictions, and then the I just didn't see any separation. Um, During that time, I said that everything was God, because that was my languaging based on
Yeah,
my
I
um my
understand. Yeah,
um my teacher trainings that I did and the mentorship that I did with a whole bunch of enlightened people. And so they validated me, because I was hugging everybody, the people that I was talking to validated me. They're like, oh, you know, that's it, Emerson.
yeah,
So what are you going to do? And I said, well, I want to serve others. There was an earnestness to do that.
yeah,
But midway through it, I was just seeing that the people that I was helping um, were just going into the turnstile of suffering.
yeah, yeah,
And then I was
yeah.
also suffering. And
Makes sense.
yeah, and so I started sabotaging everything. I had
Yeah,
to kill the
yeah,
character. I
yeah,
had to kill the
yeah,
guru.
yeah,
I had to,
yeah.
yeah, I had to kill the,
That's lovely. Yeah,
yeah. It was a lot
and
of
and
pain and
I,
heartache and suffering and
oh
shame
man,
and oh my goodness. But
must be. Yeah,
in the story anyway, that's the only way that I could have done it. Because the whole thing was a lie now to me because I saw something that cannot be put into words. And then here I was um, adding, shadow work to it, trauma to it, um, forgiveness lessons to it, and a whole
yeah,
bunch of things, complicating it, doing the chakras, you name it. Basically, I was going all out, with the intention of helping people.
yeah,
Maybe if they do some chakra work, maybe if they do some, and they're all beautiful in their own but the self loves that, the me loves that, the
yeah.
character thrives on it.
Fixing
Yeah, yeah. How
and
do I
fixing
improve?
stuff and
How do I improve? How do I improve? Oh, I feel
improving. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
feel that I'm more aligned. You know,
yeah.
I used to walk into a room and
But
people would cry because I've created this identity of but I felt like such a big fraud.
yeah, yeah. And I'm glad you did because sometimes it feels like big teachers, smaller teachers, it doesn't matter, but it's happening everywhere
Yeah,
all the time.
yeah.
And it's not good or bad, but it's not, yeah, I don't know.
I'm so happy that Johnny came to me because that's what I told him. I said, "Hey, man, you're a young guy, and
Yes,
you'll
yeah,
probably be able to reach out to young guys like you." And um, because I'm not a gatekeeper, if somebody has clarity, why don't you share it? Share it in a one-on-one, and that's what clicked with him while doing it with you, right?
yes,
And he
yeah,
basically said, "Emerson, I should have listened to you before." Because he was doing videos and he was just doing the same thing that he was doing, which is great too,
yes,
right? He has a
yes.
beautiful way of speaking. Johnny's
Oh
great.
man,
He's beautiful.
yeah,
Um, and so when
I agree.
he did the one-on-one with you, I think that's when it clicked for him. And then he did a one-on-one with me. And the question that I asked him is, "What are you without the observer? What are you what are you without the awareness?" Sacrilegious question for if you're a Rupert follower, right?
Yeah,
So if you look at it, kind of like walking the opposite way, this is just a process of elimination,
Yes.
because the new
Yes.
word, you know, awareness means a shine,
Deconstructing and
deconstructing everything. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, because it's just all made up.
yeah,
There was this. I did a I did a retreat with a whole bunch of people. I don't do retreats really, you know what I'm saying? But it's called the last retreat, so it's the first and last opportunity for people. You know, I'm doing one next year, but probably I'll only do one. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want the people coming back and forth.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
I don't want to follow it basically. But people, you know, but there are people that don't do the zooms or don't do the thing. They are structured in a way that they have to like a live meeting. So there was a particular guy there that there was maybe a group of people there that had a guru, and the guru crashed my retreat.
wow,
He found out he had a satsang, you know what I'm saying, and you know half of his students were gone, and then
yeah,
someone said that they went to this retreat with Emerson.
yeah,
So he went to the retreat, and the second day I think he crashed it, and he was putting me down. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I'm like, I don't really know what I'm talking about. And that's fair,
yeah, and
because all
that's
words
fine.
are made up. And that's honest.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. Because if every single word is made up, how can someone portray if they have seen through the clarity of what this is? If everything is an illusion, language is also an illusion, especially,
Yeah,
right? So we've been talking actually. It's been really great. I have a new friend, and he catches himself all the time now, right? So he goes, "Oh, that's just a belief, isn't it?" And then he said, "You know what? That he was just really adhering to all of the teachers that came before him, and he didn't want to be disrespectful." I'm like, it's not really this being disrespectful, but um, just evolution. That whole
yeah,
structure of you know gurus and teachers is
yes,
not really applicable. You know what I'm saying? At this,
yes,
yeah,
yeah. I think if you go back in time, let's say, you look at history, it was really scarce. The old guard was like it was only for a few, and maybe, and if
and
you
then you have to
meditate
spend
for
a
so many
lifetime,
years,
right? And if you
exactly,
don't get it, maybe there's a next lifetime for you to go through.
exactly.
Go
Yes,
ahead, sorry.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah. And I talked about this topic a lot with my dad, and he's seeking for a long time, 30, 40 years plus. And I try to explain that there is evolution happening. It is happening. And the the
Even
Dutch
our not
speaker,
even our
yeah,
knowledge about the sun has changed. We thought that the sun revolved around us. Go ahead, you
yeah,
the Dutch
yeah, yeah,
speaker.
yeah, yeah. That's exactly what I mean. Like, and yeah, the Dutch radical non-dualist speaker said, if there was a Big Bang, it's still going on. And that resonated so much with me and still does because it's a really good analogy to explain that there is evolution
Yeah,
going on.
yeah.
And that's beautiful, right?
In in every aspect of our life, things are evolving, right? So including our idea about
Every,
money, right? Money
yes.
now has there's Bitcoin, it's decentralized. What if non-duality can be decentralized?
I like that idea. Yeah,
So
that's
when
beautiful.
Johnny, when I did a
That's
one-on-one with
beautiful.
Johnny, you know, like I don't have to put anyone through because I'm not a gatekeeper. I am happy that this is shared, you know, in many multiple ways, right? And I don't even claim ownership of it, although I did not copy this from anyone. Um, it just, but again, at the same time, who cares, right?
Yeah,
Who cares? So there's no
I can,
guard
yeah,
basically, and then I noticed that there's people that are some people message me. They're like, "Thank you. Um, There's YouTube channels all around now, TikTok videos that's asking the same questions. And I like that maybe Johnny, you know what I'm saying, or someone else will use this and will further evolve it
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
reach a wider audience.
I have no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Literally no doubt. And
Because
I
before
think,
the old guards, wanted to claim that.
yeah,
And
in
then
a way,
in a way, and then they have their disciples, and the disciples, would have a lineage. I learned this from whatever. So this is when the lineage ends.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm really glad
Yeah.
because it didn't make sense and it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Someone that is enlightened or woke up or even realized completely and has, like you said, a disciple that stand really close and years of learning and teaching. So that must be something that is also a gatekeeper and also has a
Yeah. It's a
method
scarcity
on.
model if you look at it.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yeah. It's a
yeah,
scarcity model.
yeah,
Now that there's this blazing fast internet, there's AI now. You know what I'm saying? Someone actually is has uploaded a whole bunch of my transcripts, and there's an AI that asks my questions basically. um, and it's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I'm working with this Aussie dude, and we're coming up with ideas on how to um, make this freely available, so people that can't afford it, whether it be a website or a book or a prompt or something. But we'll start with like a book or something, and it's just amazing. And I'm thinking of ways how to make it available for free without people buying the book. So maybe I'll release an Amazon version, but there's
yeah,
a link. There's also a because that's how people find books. But there's a link to have it. Maybe sell it for like a penny or 99 cents.
yeah. Why not?
Yeah,
Yeah, if that again helps all of us,
yeah,
why not?
yeah. Because again, right? I you know what? I had no intention of doing this to be in front of the public again because I got canceled before, and
Yeah, yeah,
it did all the pitfalls of a other than sleeping with students. I didn't sleep with students. The pitfalls of I went drinking and dancing, and
yeah,
and the
yeah,
opposite of what an enlightened person should be.
yeah.
um, but let's break that mold as well, because that mold is so tired.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because when you have an idea of what an enlightened person should be, then there's a separation. Why can't everything be enlightened?
it is
Yeah,
already.
yeah, it is. And let's just even take away the word, and we don't even have a word for it. Let's not get stuck with a word, because that word has so much currency.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that made up word that has so much currency cost me a lot of money.
Oh man, yeah,
Right?
yeah. Money, energy.
And you're
What
young,
else?
Bram.
I mean,
How long were you seeking? You're quite young, right? You're
um, 34
That's quite young.
right now,
Beautiful.
and yeah, seeking 5 years ish.
Yeah.
Um, the past 3.5 years extensively, and um,
You're in the Jesus age.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and also what you said, like the stages, oh man, I've been to in that trap so many times. This, oh man, this stage, this,
Yeah.
and
I used
yeah,
to oh yeah, yeah, I know what you mean. And the suffering there too.
extremely, and validating every illusion, every concept, every made up thing,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
just to, yeah,
Just
it's
to see
crazy
this
how it,
clearly without language. It's almost like we played hide and seek and we hid the truth, you know, um, behind words called truth and everything and
yeah,
false. And then we misplaced it somehow because we thought that the words are it.
yeah,
Yeah. But if you pull the curtain of words, what's behind it?
yeah. I can't tell you.
Yeah. Me too.
I
Yeah.
literally can't know.
Yeah. And you know what? And that's what I like about this because we when we meet, um, we also disappear. We meet in between and all the words vanish because there's really no separation. There's really no you or I. If we take away the language, are we even here? And you can't respond that with not here because that's the language. You can't even say nothing because that's the language, right? And then life becomes so direct, right? Because what I noticed when I was um, practicing awareness, I felt like I was always dissociating.
Yes.
Yeah. And then
Oh man,
when I was more into the radical that there's no me, I was depersonalized.
100%.
Yeah.
And in a way, dissociating as well.
Even when I was going into sensations, but this one, it in between all conceptual, ideas, in between opposites, there is a directness to it. So I can be goofy and um, just have this normal conversation. It doesn't, it's like I don't have to speak in riddles.
No,
I don't have to sound like anyone else out there, right?
no, no, definitely not. I mean, it would be a fraud, literally,
Yeah,
and not only for you, for for everything, literally.
yeah,
And I think we do that already all the time.
yeah, we do. Yeah, it's so good to be finally be brutally honest because when I was buying into concepts before and I was peddling it, um, it was almost like lying become a part of it.
Mm.
Because you can say consciousness or awareness all the time, and but really, if you look at that, or there's no me, it's just a belief, and then you buy your own lies.
Yeah, and even when you give a disclaimer,
Yeah,
it's a disclaimer to something that's potentially not potentially, which is a concept.
yeah,
Again,
yeah.
almost a disclaimer to, but remember, it is non-duality.
That's right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Even when I used to say apparently, before,
Yeah, yeah,
apparently,
yeah,
it almost implies that I know something different than me.
yeah.
Yeah,
True.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just really languaging. So if it's so clear, why can I not talk so direct about it? And then I would avoid the words I or me because then it portrays that there's still a me or an I here. It's just language. Who cares? And then people people were afraid to ask me questions like, Emerson, I'm sorry, I know that there's no me there, but can you tell me how your day goes? They're expecting the standard answers. Just sitting happens, walking happens.
Yeah, it's
Or there's
almost
an
like,
there's just it, or someone will say it's just all awareness. Or someone will say it's everything is love, right? And then the person goes, well, my day, I woke up with my dog, wanting to go out at 5 o'clock in the morning, and it was dark outside. Then I stepped on a dog poop, and my shoes was covered in poop, and I was a little bit grumpy because I have to wash my shoes, and um, which means I'm not enlightened. You know what I'm saying? So when
yes,
someone asks me that story, I say the same thing. I'm like, well, I woke up early because my dog wanted to go outside. I stepped on a poop, and then I'm like, why does this guy does not pick up his dog poop and everything?
yeah,
And yeah, it's the same. There's peace with it. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
But there's still dog poop.
yes, yes, 100%. Yes,
Yeah. There's still frustration at people that don't pick up dog poops when they have a dog. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
so true.
But there's peace with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So
yeah,
the missing part of the piece is just this. So what are you without the next and the past? Just brings you back to that clarity.
yeah,
So, for example, if you're more into the awareness, if that morning was shitty for you, literally, then you'll be like, I have to be more abiding in awareness so that I don't have to, get frustrated when that happens. Or if you're in the radical, there's still a me here that has contracted energy, right? But if you look at the speakers and teachers, they still get cross when you ask them questions that they don't like.
oh man, I've been not
Yeah.
not not particularly me asking that questions, but
Yeah.
literally see, I think it's frozen. Are you still there?
I'm still here. Yeah. I was doing a dance there.
I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All
Does it
right.
work?
Yeah. I was doing a dance.
Yeah.
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 It's from the
And we're
80s.
back. Yeah.
That was, I think, a Janet Jackson, you know.
Oh, I love that. So, yes, not particularly me, but I heard so many questions and it was like it was like triggering.
Yeah. Again,
And
because
I
the
found
frustration of
that
the,
was the thing I found really interesting. The why is it triggering?
yeah, it's just this.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's when I stopped the Q&A. I miss seeing the people that used to come to my weekly meetings, but
Yeah.
it's a small sacrifice compared to people. There are a few of them that just, even people that could not afford it. I basically said, if you want to do a one-on-one, please come to me and let's end this. Let's end this
Yeah.
relationship of me answering
Yeah.
questions
Yeah.
when all of the answers also made up.
Yeah.
The questions are made up, so the answers are made up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the idea of wisdom sharing and all that kind of stuff is just dependency again.
Yes.
Yeah. Because if you look at it,
100%
if
agree.
if you look at it, like a lot of people, including myself, when I used to go to the satsangs, I just had father issues, daddy issues. I wanted to be validated by the guru.
Yes.
So I would ask
You're
the
doing a
questions
good
that would,
job.
you're doing a
You're on
good
the right
job.
track.
You're in the right
You're in your
track.
right place.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so true. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
And
when you are validated, maybe you can relate to that as well. When you are validated, it's it's so hollow.
yeah.
It's
And then
like,
you want
ah,
more.
yeah,
You want
yeah,
more. It's
exactly,
it's your drug basically is validation.
exactly. And someone at retreats said something to me that really struck me, and he said, I had five glimpses, and the first one was really amazing, and the the it degraded a little bit over time. And he said, I think it's just mind. It's just a mind game to keep you uh, in the seeking engine, in the seeking motion.
Yeah.
It's not enlightenment at all. It's it's like the petrol for the seeking engine.
It is. It is. Yeah, it is. I had so many glimpses that I was a glimpse addict.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you must be
I had
like
so much
the
of them.
best drugs or
Yeah.
whatever psychedelics there is.
Yeah. And I'm an extremist, right? So I go from one extreme to another extreme. The character, anyway. It's a
Yeah,
belief,
yeah,
of
yeah,
course. So
yeah.
I
But
would,
I understand. Yeah,
when I was a raver, I used to go to raves. I would
yeah,
party for 2, 3 days, you know what I'm saying? And I
yeah.
noticed that's what they did with satsangs too.
Say yes, 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 yes. And what I really love about Eckhart Tolle, he said usually people are really extremist. For example, they did all those things, raving, doing drugs, alcohol, everything, and they switch 180 degrees.
That's me. I'm the target market, right?
Yeah.
So,
And and same for me, like
yeah,
black and white and all or nothing and hyper focus
yeah,
or completely distracted. Like there's nothing
yeah. There
in
used to
between.
be there used to be a shop in Vancouver that sold a whole bunch of psychedelics. You know, psychedelics that people have not heard of. Like there's this uh, salvia and uh,
Yeah,
the blue whatever, and
yeah,
many different kinds. I'll be like picking them up, in my party days,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
the
Reading
opposite
trip
side,
reports. Oh, I have to have that one, right?
and then opposite. No, no, we didn't have the internet back then. It was just
Okay. Yeah, true. Yeah,
yeah.
fair enough.
And then fast forward 10 years later, I was in a bookstore and I'm like, ooh, channeling. Ooh, A Course in Miracles. Ooh, you know what I'm saying? So I was
Yeah,
like, have
yeah,
all of
yeah,
these books, and that became a new drug.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Of course.
yeah.
Yeah,
So when
yeah,
this directness happened, when it just like right now, it's there was a sobriety from all the words, and all I could see, I was looking at. So there was a sobriety from words, and I was looking at my books, and I just saw squiggles and lines, and it was not making sense anymore. And then I started throwing away the books.
yeah.
There was so much baggage,
Yes.
literally,
And
because I carried them everywhere. I was one of those people that I had this.
literally,
Yeah,
even, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah, of
yeah,
course. And that's something I can relate big time with the teachers. It was I ask a question, got a validation, for example, or a glimpse, and sometimes before the session or retreat ended, it was already thrown in the bin. Like
yeah,
again, nothing here, again, hollow, again, it must be simpler than this.
yeah, yeah,
All words are made up like,
yeah,
oh man, but yeah, throwing it away, of course.
yeah,
Deconstructing
yeah.
the
And then
ideas that we cling to, right?
and then for quite a while, like I had this isolation period that I didn't even read any books, nothing, right? There was just so much silence, and I felt like a little kid again. Like I would actually be more amazed of how to do cartwheels, that kind of thing.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Awesome.
And or just looking at trees. I just kept on looking at
Yes.
trees and just
Oh man.
mesmerized by it.
Yeah.
All of the
Yeah.
language lists, right? Because And then
and
I forgot that I was not meditating anymore. And I used to meditate like a madman. I would meditate 2, 3, 4, and I was a meditation teacher for 10 years, right? So
yeah, yeah,
so it
yeah,
was something that I also and again, there's nothing wrong with it, there's nothing right with it at the same time. But for me, it was just
yeah,
so clear that there's really nothing needed because it's what's here.
yeah,
Yeah. Or what's in between here and not here.
yeah. I love that question because I can't answer. I
Yeah,
can't,
I can't.
literally.
Yeah. One of the things that from a seeking perspective I was so frustrated is like I would hear that it's so simple over and over again, but why
Yeah,
can't they show it?
yes.
It's just
It's
telling,
like
telling, telling. It's how simple it is.
exactly.
You'll never
It's
get this because it's so simple or whatever,
show
right?
me.
Show me, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I paid all this money to come to this retreat. Show me.
yeah, yeah. And I think that even if that's a question I have, even if they could, would you see it?
Yeah. Because what happens in the retreats is that you you leave with so much more concepts than you came with.
Oh man, the last retreat for me at least, that's how it feels for me. It was not the case. It was like, there was a lot of illusions popped,
Yeah.
not because of what a teacher was telling me, not because of what other people told me, but just to ask the question genuine and be honest about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't care. I don't want to read your book now because of all. It was the opposite.
Yeah.
Same with Johnny. Like, I want to have a conversation with you. I would love
Yeah.
that. Same with you. Like, oh
Yeah.
man, let's engage, not
Yeah.
how do you say grasp or yeah, conceptualize again.
It's because I remember that particular moment when students ask me questions, seekers ask me questions. It's almost like there's a film that starts showing camera action. Then I am the teacher. Well, you know what I'm saying? In that response, then
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
portraying now you're in a teacher character or a speaker character.
I see. Yeah,
You're either a radical or what's your motivation, then you're
yeah,
acting now and you're caught
yeah,
up in that act. And then you're trying to break the student from that act of being a seeker. But if you're caught up in your act as a teacher or a speaker, radical, then the movie continues.
yeah. It's
But
like,
if you break the fourth wall and say, hey, what are you without this language? What are you without that script? Stop reading the script. And that's what I do is I break the fourth wall.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah. Then we just engaged. We're just connected. We're like
yeah,
old buddies basically talking about
yeah, 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 yeah,
our
yeah,
seeking stories and everything, right?
yeah, yeah.
It's like we take a break from the script, you know what I'm saying, and we start talking. It doesn't mean that the script stops, it continues because that's the illusion of continuity. But at the same time, you know what? You just came off character. And that's basically it.
Yeah, yeah,
All right, I'm going to stop the
yeah.
recording here.